Hello, hello. Hope you guys are having just a terrific Tuesday, that you are taking a moment for some tea maybe, or something to quench your thirst. Anyways, oh my goodness, I am super excited to share with you guys about preventative medicine. Do we think about that often? I'm Kelly Frick of Kelly Frick Connect, and before we dive deep into that, please, anything that we talk about ever, just drop some emojis down below, comments, questions, anything, so that I can be able to answer any of your questions, be able to support you, to serve you however best to be able to help you on this amazing journey. Because what I just love doing is empowering lots of women, lots of girls, lots of families in their health journey, and remembering that it should be about thriving, not surviving, right? It should be about wellness, not illness, and to be able to truly transform our entire mind-body connection on our health journey. So let's dive in. First, we're gonna talk about some statistics here. Is that, did you know that medical costs continue to be the leading reason why people with health insurance experience debt? People with health insurance even. I remember multiple years ago, when I was first diagnosed with Hashimoto's, and my medical bills were extremely intense because everything that I wanted to be able to do was not within the realm of what insurance was willing to cover. And so that was super overwhelming for our family. So remember that we want to do preventative stuff, right? The outrageous cost of healthcare is causing debt, and it's depleting people's life savings, and people are taking on second jobs because of it, right? So we want to take those outrageous costs of healthcare and take preventative action with our health so that we can be empowered to transform our health and not lean on all those other things, right? So plus, when we're using, alternative medicine and preventative medicine, then we are really and truly taking charge of thriving in our wellness. So what's interesting is even the CDC, which is the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, right? Their website tells us, and this is a quote direct from them, preventing disease is key to improving America's health and keeping rising health costs under control. When we invest in prevention, the benefits are broadly shared. Children grow up in communities, homes, and families that nurture their healthy development, and adults are productive and healthy and both inside and outside the workspace. Couldn't you agree more? If you agree with that statement, definitely, put some emojis down below, comment, yes, preventative care is beneficial. But here's our challenge, right? Today we live in a world that is full of toxins, right? Highly processed foods, pharmaceutical-laden tap water. Our bodies are dealing with daily assaults that are constantly being battled, right? And is our body winning? That's the question. So, and better yet, what are we doing to help prevent some of this stuff? So, we're talking about things like aches and pains, obesity, digestive issues like leaky gut, headaches, and other health complaints are all symptoms of potentially bigger health problems lurking inside of our body, and we want to be able to prevent that, right? So many times these minor symptoms are the first signals of major or chronic diseases such as diabetes, metabolic syndromes, just to name a few, lots of different things, right? But too often we simply tune them out in denial. When my body was going through its thyroid storm, even before that, I was ignoring some of the serious signals. Things like serious heart palpitations while I was running, not your normal just getting winded. Serious where I probably should have been taking myself to the doctor. Restless sleep, sleeping 12 hours at night and then still 3 hours in the day, but thinking, I'm just overstressed, I'm tired, all this stuff. So I was tuning out. So think about some of your health issues that might be going on. Are you tuning out? So we figure, that stomach problem, it'll just pass. Or, my head tension, my headaches, they're not that bad. They'll go away. Or I'll lose that weight someday, right? But what happens is that someday it never comes, and we wait until we find ourselves in doctor's offices or emergency rooms, and they're telling us all sorts of things that are just super overwhelming, right? But when we take preventative measures, steps that help us not only get back on track, but it helps us acknowledge the precious God-given body that God has gifted us, right? To be able to help it become the best shape that it can now rather than years from now. It helps us to be able to not only avoid the pain and diseases, but also help us save money in the long run. That's what preventative medicine does for us. So health really is wealth. Probably had no clue that you were going to get on today and hear me talk about how to save money. But let me tell you what, when we invest in our health, we're truly saving money, right? Health really is wealth. It's just as disease really equates expense, right? So think about that. There's tons of studies that you can read up on obesity and how it costs the U.S. like something like 147 billion to 210 billion. That's a lot of money going into trying to figure out a chronic disease of obesity when there's so many different underlying issues that could be going on that if we address them beforehand, then that cost isn't going to be there. So when you adapt, though, certain lifestyle habits, you could end up healthier, happier, and your pockets fuller, right? So here are going to be 5 easy ways to have preventative medicine that can benefit your health and your wallet. And if any of these resonate with you, so tell me, lifestyle. 1, do you want to know about lifestyle? So definitely drop down lifestyle, or at the end of all of this, if you want me to be able to share some more, please definitely reach out. I would love to be able to share more with you. But we're going to talk about 5 ways to get healthy. So the first one is our lifestyle. Is getting healthy involves making some serious decisions. To be able to be honest and to evaluate the following areas of our life. Our eating habits, are they high vibration food? Our exercise habits, are we getting our bodies moving and in fresh air, right? What is our spiritual life looking like? And volunteering. You think, what does volunteering have to do with my health? It has a lot, and we're going to dive into that. So the questions are on food, on our nutrition. Do you eat a healthy, real food diet that is minimal of highly processed foods? Do you exercise at least 3, 4, 5 times a week? Do you have a relationship with God? Are you actively involved in your community? So those are questions to dive into. Health is a holistic mind, body, soul, spirit connection. And for a person to think that those affirming thoughts, those journaling, the taking the moments to meditate and to pray, that doesn't affect our physical health, is kind of silly to not think that it doesn't affect us, and it does, right? So we need to really look at that. So let's look at how we can improve our nutrition first. So improving our diet in making sure that we're focusing on healing foods, right? Stocking our refrigerators and our pantries full of whole food. And if you want to know more about Whole Foods, definitely drop down below some comments, Whole Foods please, info on Whole Foods, whatever, or hands up that you love Whole Foods, anything, definitely share. In terms of exercise, we want to find something that you enjoy, all right? Exercise should be enjoyable. Yes, it's something that we need to do even if you don't like exercise, because it's great for our heart, great for our brain health, great for our physical, just upliftingness. That is a word. It really is. Look it up in the Kelly Dictionary, upliftingness. But you want to be able to feel the joys of exercise. And so if you've never exercised before in your life, that's okay. Think of what it is you do enjoy. Do you enjoy gardening? All right. So how can you make sure that while you're gardening, you're doing more squats, ups and downs, right? If you enjoy Cleaning. I actually enjoy cleaning. I'm one of those weird people. So I put music on so that I can dance with my broom while I'm cleaning and sweeping and while I'm in my kitchen and stuff like that, so that I get extra movements. I take extra flights of stairs to take the laundry up rather than trying to take it all into one basket. Different things like that. So doing something that you enjoy with your exercise. Our spiritual life is key. Prayer and meditation are crucial to our personal health and happiness. There's tons of studies. That's why I journal every single morning. Some people, have gratitude journals, but mine start out every morning. Good morning, Lord. Thank you for this amazing, beautiful day. I'm excited to thrive. I'm excited to slay. I'm excited to be the best version of myself for you today. And that right there just sets my mindset, my tone to be able to truly strive to be because it works within my belief system, right? When we put something down in our journals or even our manifestation, journals or boards and stuff like that, there's lots of that positivity stuff that's out there now, and it's all super good, super powerful. But when we put something that is outside of our scope of belief, then it's very difficult for the mind to follow. But that's where, our prayer life is being raw and being real and being honest with the Lord, and also being grateful, having that gratitude, right, for the amazing life that we do get to live. Then volunteering, the fourth thing, volunteering and giving back to loved ones and community. These are all helpful. How does this help us with a healthy lifestyle? How does this help us with our health? Well, recent research has been showing that when you volunteer, it boosts your physical as well as your mental health, and even your perception of pain can be positively affected. So here's something I want you to think about. All right, I can have some serious chronic systemic pain. I want you to think about any of your pains that you've ever had, and somebody reaches out to you and needs help that day. It happens to be a day that you say no. Do you continue to have like that severe pain and even worse? Or it's a day that you said yes, even though you had all this pain, you thought, oh, this person really, really needs me. Before you know it, by the end of that day, are you feeling any of that pain, really and truly? Or are you feeling pretty rejuvenated and feeling pretty grateful and appreciative of all that you have? I know I have definitely had those experiences of when I really didn't think I was going to be able to volunteer and do something, and I went ahead and still did it. I felt pretty amazing. Or somebody called me up and needed something, and I thought, oh, I really, really don't feel so great today. And that's just being honest. It's being raw. It's being human, right? We sometimes just don't want to do something for somebody else. But when I did it, versus the times that I make some excuse or I just really can't, or I just allow the pain to take over, the moments I did it, oh my goodness, my day truly turned around. Versus the days that I didn't, I felt worse by the end of the day. So really take that into thought and journal about that. So then our hereditary, we talked about the 5 easy ways to prevent with preventative medicine. The first one was lifestyle, our diet, exercise, spiritual life, volunteering. Then the second one, hereditary. So looking at our family history, do you have a family history of heart concerns, of thyroid concerns, of circulatory concerns? And ask, why is that in your family line? Was it because of poor diet, because of lack of exercise, high amounts of emotional stress? And be able to discern what can you do to help prevent and to change that lifestyle so that it doesn't carry on into your genes. And then the third preventative, chiropractic care. This is truly one of my favorite forms of preventative health care. The research of benefits of chiropractic adjustments is just amazing. So for example, the results of a study of patients whose primary care physicians were exclusively doctors of chiropractic. This was published in the Journal of Manipulative and Psychological Therapeutics. All right, and I'm going to tell you, my primary care physician is my chiropractor. So over a 7-year period, this study showed that patients of chiropractic care experienced 60.2% fewer hospital admissions, 59% fewer days hospitalized, 62% fewer outpatient surgeries, 85% fewer pharmaceutical costs. Let me tell you, for over 5 years, I have seen nothing but a chiropractor for my primary care physician. I've seen some of their holistic practitioners. They're not, considered doctors, practitioners, but I have not seen a medical doctor in over 5 years. Because of that, I have not been on a single prescription in over 5 years, have not needed it. Even no OTCs, over-the-counter medicines, and I will definitely talk real brief at the end of this Facebook Live about the 10 ways that you can start removing as well as detoxing your medicine cabinet from OTCs into some natural solutions, all right? So that's pretty phenomenal. Chiropractic care hasn't only been proven to help reduce back pain, but it also has helped show the improvement of the functioning of our body and can save us thousands of dollars in healthcare costs. And I live and breathe that, okay? So this isn't me just giving you guys statistics. This is me sharing with you the truth of that. So then the fourth way that we can cut costs and have preventative medicine to help us save not only on our health, save on our budget and all that stuff is stress reduction, all right? That sounds like a dirty word, right? We all hear about how we're so stressed and everything. Did you know that 75% to 90% of all doctors' visits are related to conditions that are caused by stress? So that's kind of sad, right? So when stress becomes chronic, that's when it can really destroy our quality of life and health. So there's a lot of really great natural stress relievers that we need to really start putting into practice. And if you want to know about stress relievers, definitely comment down below of stress-free, please, because I would love to be able to share more with you about that. Some really great things are prayer and exercise, which we already talked about, right? Also through true rest, essential oils, tapping, and lots more. But if you want to be able to really dive into how to be able to eliminate stresses, especially unnecessary stresses that we put on our own selves, definitely comment below. I would love to be able to, share more, or share with me down below how you reduce stress. Definitely share with me some of your tips and tricks. Our fifth alternative of preventative medicine is alternative treatments. So when we do fall ill and we find ourselves feeling the need to seek medical advice, right, we may want to consider alternative health care practitioners first. All right, many times the treatment that are recommended are more affordable and easier on our body. Our body's able to process the stuff a little bit better. Being empowered, that's what I do here also with you lovelies, is to be able to empower you to transform your health so that you have the tools in your toolbox, that you're able to know exactly what you need to be able to reach for, so that you can choose what is going to be most supportive for your body, not only in that moment, but in the long haul. So that we then aren't reaching for those, real quick OTCs or even prescription medicines that could possibly create a drug resistance in our body for when we really need those treatments, right? So if you have a health problem and you need help to address, you may want to look to more holistic health care, such as chiropractors, nutritionalists, massage therapists. Massage is a great way to get your body really just, functioning on a totally different level. And some other non-traditional approaches to our health and healing. So our final thoughts about preventative medicine is take the time, truly take the time to learn how to eat whole, real food. Find an exercise routine that you really love, that feels great and you enjoy. Feed your soul, connect to God, reduce your stress, and look for health practitioners that practice holistic and preventative medicine. Right? Because preventative medicine can really boost that whole mind, body, soul, spirit connection in our health. And it's just really super simple and it's common sense, but it's so easy to overlook and to forget that the basics are super obvious. So like I promised earlier, is I want to share with you some quick swap outs for your over the counters, all right? And if you want to be able to dig deeper and dive more, or want to be able to have a full sheet on these, comment below OTC swaps, please. Or share with me some of the things that you've swapped out. So things like After Sun Lotion, or Motrin, or Midol, a soothing oil like lavender would really help and support that. Things like Allegra, or Dexatrim, or Halls, instead of those, lemon. Advil or Tums can be really super harsh on the liver and the gut, but peppermint isn't. Then we've got, things for aches and pains, even lice. We've got all these different OTCs, and instead we could use Melaleuca. Then, when we're talking about deep infections and stuff like that, Tylenol cold and flu medicine, or Allegra, things like that, we can swap them out with oregano. But again, remember, we want to make sure that we're using our oils super mindful. And if you want to know the last 5, definitely comment below, and I will share with you what oils we can swap out with Vicks Vapor Rub, natural or Robitussin, Tylenol, Sinex, Theraflu, Tylenol, Aspirin, Bayer, Bengay, Allegra, Preventative, Mylanta, Oragel, Robitussin, all of those, all right? I would love to be able to help you swap those out, to learn more about how to swap those out with some really natural, holistic approaches. So invest in yourself now will save you money, all right? A whole lot of money. Trust me, I have gone from medical bills being well into the thousands each year in the very beginning of my illness journey, and now I'm this amazing wellness, health, thriving journey, that because I invested in myself and I saw that this stuff was not helping me and supporting me, that the short term and the long term ended up saving me so much more by choosing alternative preventative medicine and choices, and holistic choices. So you guys have an amazing Tuesday, a transformation Tuesday, and if you want to be able to visit more, definitely comment below, private message me, and let's just thrive in this amazing life. All right, you guys have a healing and hoping day full of, or healing, hoping, healthy day. You guys take care, and God bless.